water is removed by the filtration of the water making its way down through the sandstone. The Dunlop swamp on top of the escarpment on our immediate left-hand side now. If you were to drink out of it, you'd get very, very sick, very stagnant. But the water that you can see dripping down, for example, coming up on the left-hand side. So you've got this overhang, before this will stop raining rocks. You can see water dripping down here. So as these droplets land into the river, if you were to drink this water, it would most likely be some of the cleanest water you've ever had, just because it's taken about 6 months to actually filter down through the rock, to the point where you can see it. Now, what you see is up towards the escarpment. Traditionally speaking, these subgorges have been used in this way for thousands of years. So the freshies, they're coming up onto these beaches at the moment. You can see the slide marks actually to lay their eggs. So freshwater crocodiles, they test the temperature of the sand. They need to make sure it's right before they lay their eggs. So they're trying to find a temperature range between 28 and 34 degrees. And so when they find that temperature range, they'll then dig out a hole in the sand, lay between 15 and 25 eggs in each bunch, bury those eggs in the sand and make their way back down.
So that graffiti is supposed to be 10,000 years old. Archerfish.
Oh, it's an archerfish. Wait, didn't you see these fish here earlier? My tub's on and I sacrificed myself to get an O. So what is your police? Oh! Do you have the Grinch? What? It looks like the Grinch. The police do.
Yeah. But for us, it came to an competition. You know what I mean? Like all the boys, like I had to buy my jumper up because I'm not part of the team. But the boys that were part of the team,
Remember when we always used to go to
fundraising and stuff like that. Oh, and I had to buy our own jumper because we're not part of the team. I still got that jumper. I still wear it when it's freezing cold in Melbourne. It's like, so it's 10 times too big for me, but I still wear it because it's not out in the street. But maybe now I won't have to wear it. Last year we had no heating. We didn't do heating, did we? It was just down the night. It's too expensive to people like that. No.
No. I paused it. I tried to pause it. Oh, what's that one down there, Dad?
There's a sooty grunner and there's a striped grunner. There's 2 striped gunners. Oh, there's heaps now. There's more striped gunners.
Wait, is that blue one? I mean, not blue. Is that brown one a city gunner?
Yeah.
We're only occupying one room. In the whole house.
He decided to have just one coffee set.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought you asked me. Yeah. No, we don't have that.
Can you take that? It's your phone. Shine Is it true that? Can I keep playing Subway Surfers?
When the first gorge was closed for swimming and canoeing, and it's because of two things. Firstly, the saltwater crocodile population is increasing, has been doing so since 1971 when they became protected. So over about 3 decades of being hunted recreationally and commercially, the saltwater crocodile by the 1970s, their numbers were estimated to be less than 1,000. Now currently, 50 years later, roughly, after being protected for this amount of time, their population is well over 100,000 out of the territory. Now, that means with the competition and conflict over territory, the saltwater crocodiles are forced to make their way further and further upstream each wet season to try to find more territory as their numbers increase. Now here on the right hand side we have this creek. This is called 17 Mile Creek. It's called that because it's 17 miles away from the original settlement in Katherine called Knott's Crossing. Got a little freshie there on the beach there as well actually. So this creek flows into this first gorge all year round. It doesn't stop flowing here because it's spring fed. It's groundwater, it doesn't rely on rainwater. So we can never know if the saltwater crocodiles have gone up this creek during the wet season as it can't be surveyed. So you've got the overhanging trees and the very shallow water there, so you can't fly a helicopter over it and get a good bird's eye view. You can't drive a boat through it as it's too shallow. So the fear is, if this were to be opened up for swimming and canoeing, one day a saltwater crocodile that made its way up there in the wet season could turn around, make its way downstream here into this first gorge. Alrighty guys, as you can see we are back at the main jetty now, so this is the end of the tour for the day. Now just before we moor up and you guys disembark,